Coach, as always, preparation this week, how'd it go?
To God be the glory. It's always good. Our guys are focused, very thrilled to play another great opponent, at home. We're very excited about the crowd. It's going to be fantastic, and we're ready to play a great football game.
You mentioned Nolan was probable this week. How many reps in practice did he get?
Oh, he's all good. He's all good to go. Right now I won't start him, but he'll get some reps.
Coach, I asked some of the players this earlier in the week. Come full circle from this game. Your first year here, you got to go on the road to Missoula and play them. Where have you seen this team grow, and how excited do you see the guys who were on this team in 2012 for this game and an opportunity to really prove themselves among the FCS elite?
Well, I know we're a better football team than we were at that particular time. A lot of the guys were freshmen or sophomores or whatever, and they've gotten bigger, faster, stronger. I know our team understands our expectation. They understand our defense. They understand our offense. They understand a whole lot of things a lot better, and so I think that our guys are ready to play well. We've been played a lot of good opponents, so I really think that our people are ready to play a really, really good football game just because of experience.
Do you like the aspect, even though it's a coast-to-coast trip for both, if you go, home and away like we have done with them, but at FCS level, do you like games like this?
Yeah, I think I think the good thing for Liberty University, our football program, is to get exposure nationally, to play other conferences, to give us a chance to see people with Big South football and Liberty football, to know that we can compete very well against opponents all across the country. So I think it benefits a whole lot of people. College football, obviously, have two good football teams going against each other. Everybody likes to see good teams play each other, and this is in this case.
Offensively, Montana's going to try to spread the field sideline to sideline. How do you combat that on Saturday?
Well, I think the bottom line is really tackling. Tackling is no matter what kind of offense you face, but it becomes more prevalent when you have a team of this nature where if you don't tackle well, they continue to get more and more plays. They break a couple of tackles and they make a 20 or 30-yard run, or they break a tackle and maybe it's a 5-yard catch, and then they fall for 3 yards and it's a first down, and so they keep things going. So I think we got to tackle well, and I think we got to capitalize on offense to make sure that we convert third down. So that was the one thing I think we got to improve on here is continue to be good on third down on both sides of the ball. Defense, get off the field, and offensively you stay on the field so you can score touchdowns.
Coach, their defensive line, very athletic, like you mentioned Tuesday. They have a converted fullback there playing a defensive tackle, and they have a lot of speed. What are you guys looking to do offensively to try to make sure that Josh has a clean pocket and you can get that balance in the running game by making sure you're pushing ahead in them and winning the line of scrimmage?
Well, I just think we just got to execute. We don't need to do anything special as far as against Montana. We understand they have talented people. It's all about the game of execution. So I think if our offensive line has done a pretty good job protecting Josh, I don't see that. Hopefully that doesn't happen this game where we lose that. We're going to run the football. We're going to mix it up with play action pass. We're going to do what we do. And so we just want to mainly focus on trying to get our better execution. So we still have left some points out there as far as in the last two ball games that we have seen. And now we just hope we can capitalize on it and being a little bit more efficient on everything.
These night games at 7 o'clock, take us through a Saturday, Coach, with your team. What kind of meetings do you have? Kind of get them off their feet a little bit. But break down the day before you get here.
Well, first I go to Gillville at 8 o'clock and make sure I get some donuts, some sugar out to people. And then we basically about 9 o'clock they eat breakfast. We kind of have it not necessarily as a sit down where we're all together as one group. They kind of come in at their own time. They have to be there between 9 and 9:30. Then right after that, 10 o'clock, we have our meetings, offense and defensive meeting. They split up. Then they have some walkthroughs. If coaches want to do that, they end up doing that. Then they get some free time after that, and we have our pregame meal about 3:15 on the 7 o'clock game. Then right after that, right around 4 o'clock, 4:10 or so, we'll meet as a team, go over our special team substitution, last little few comments by myself on certain things, and then after that, they'll get ready for the walk, and then come on to the game and be ready to go.
Is there a tendency sometimes these top 15 matchups to get too jacked up? You want them amped up, but how do you kind of balance them a little bit?
I'm not concerned about it. I've never been a coach to think, guys, each person has their own unique way of getting going. The bottom line, though, is once the ball is tipped off, now you're more focused on your task, not getting also, if you want to use the word, hyped up as far as all the extracurricular activities that are going on in the stands and so on and so forth. But once we say the kickoff, hey, now we're focused and we're ready to go. And so I haven't really seen that ever been an issue as far as any of the teams that I coached. And I let them, be themselves and have fun as we talk about enjoying the college football experience and trying to do the best you can. So I know our players will be ready to play.
We talked about that game back in 2012. You got some veterans that played in that game as freshmen or redshirt freshmen. Do you kind of see them kind of bringing the younger guys along and saying, hey, here's what a game like this is how you should expect to play and how physical this one might be?
Well, the guys that have played, some guys that have just started playing this year, obviously I think the West Virginia game is a big help to going into this ball game, a very, very good opponent and top-notch program there. So they've actually have played in a game where they've had an up-tempo offense and all that. They played in a big game environment and all those things. So I think that really is going to help our guys. So I don't know if there's a whole lot that need to be said. I kind of have an old saying, hey, don't make it more than what it is, don't make it less than what it is, and just go out and play the game like you know how to play it.